Hello everybody, so I'm the Vegan Beardsman, and today I wanted to give you some advice about traveling around the world. Now, international travel can be a lot of fun. You can learn a lot of different things, but you need to have your ducks in a row. Now, for me, I like to travel light, and by that I mean backpacking, so to speak. So this is the only bag I take with me, and there's a couple reasons for this. First of all, it fits the carry-on status, so you don't really have to pay for it. And second, I like traveling light. I don't like having to be burdened with a lot of clothes, a lot of books or whatever. It's lightweight. I can keep track of it at all times, and especially if you're traveling internationally, you're going to want to have your important documents on you at all times, because I can't stress this enough, your bags can get lost, and it's not uncommon for them to end up in the wrong place, or taken by somebody else, or stolen, something like that. So it's always good to have it on hand. That said, I also carry one more bag, especially when I go international. This baby right here. Now this is a Targus bag, and all it is really like a laptop bag, a really, really small, maybe even netbook bag. Now the reason you'd want to travel with this is my lifeline, and it can be yours too. Basically, it's super lightweight, but if you're traveling internationally, you can carry some documents with you, because you never know when you might need it, and it's come up. For example, when I went to Europe, they have the train system. Now, the train system is an amazing thing out in Europe. It allows you to go from Germany to Switzerland, to France, to all these other European countries. But you're going to need some documents. You're going to need your passport, which is always a good idea to have on you, because I've been stopped by police before. I don't know, he was talking in another language, but he wanted to see my information. I had it, so that's wonderful. The other things you might need, which I don't even think I have in here, it's also a good way to keep your passes, boarding passes, trains. This one was, well, whatever. And the other thing you can keep in it, which I took out, but it's your train ticket. Always a good idea to have your train ticket. You don't want to be on that train when the attendant asks you for your ticket and you don't have your ticket. Another thing you need to know, when you travel internationally, you carry especially in Europe, the train tickets require you bring your passport. Now, that aside, why else would you want to carry that around? Well, if you're backpacking, I don't like to carry heavy luggage because I have no idea what I'm going to do. I want to carry something light, like that bag, that little one. When I leave my hotel room, that's the bag I take with me. And the reason for that is, I can do whatever I want. I don't have to worry about bringing this backpack around. If I want to go skydiving, I'll go skydiving. I don't have to worry about my bags getting taken. The other thing is, it's always a good idea, because when I went from Germany to France, I didn't pay attention as well as I should have to the train system. And when I got to France, the train going back to Germany didn't run. So I was like, alright, well, I'm in France, let me get a hotel room, which is another thing you might want to bring. It's a traveling app, like Travelocity. That's the one I use. It's not the best in sense of prices. I mean, I'm not looking for prices, and that's not what I use it for. What I use it for is, they have a feature that lets you find the closest hotel walking distance from you, and I'm sure other apps do too, which is a lifesaver, because, okay, I'm in France, Mertz, France, and I'm like, you know what, I'm going to stay here. Pop over my app, here's a hotel, done. And then I click directions, and I walk to the hotel. Perfect. So you don't want to be caught without an app that can get you a decent hotel. That and Google Maps is a lifesaver, because honestly, I would have been completely lost, and I needed my Google Maps. So yeah, that's pretty important. International travel is a lot of fun. You learn a lot of things, meet a lot of people, or run through the streets of France screaming, I need a bathroom, I need a bathroom, only to find out that they don't use the word bathroom. Yeah, it was embarrassing. I was stopping everybody on the street looking for a bathroom, and I found out it's called toilet. Yeah, fun story. So, if you're going to travel internationally, just be smart about it. Also, a good idea is to register with your government, your local government, because they will send you alerts for safety, and I left right before the Belgian bombing, so like right before that. Had I stayed, I would have gone to Belgium, so I'm really glad that I didn't make it there, because that would have been devastating. But I still get alerts, and it's very important to keep up. Money. Money is an interesting topic you need to worry about. What I like to do is I have two accounts, a traveling account and a personal account. And the reason for this is because when I first arrived in Germany, I went to buy something with my personal account. Turns out my personal account had been compromised. Somebody in America had stolen my credit card information, and my account was locked. Now, being in Germany, I couldn't request a new card because I was unable to find a bank. It sucked. But I had a backup account just in case. Now that emergency funds, perfect. You always want to have emergency funds in store for just that situation. It just makes for smarter travel. Also, knowing the language also helps out a lot. So I hope these tips helped. To reiterate a few of the most important, travel light, because it's less for you to overall worry about. Oh shit, spiders. Have a secondary bag that you can take with you. Have your passport, your train tickets, or however you're traveling. And make sure you have a secondary account for your funds, because you never know what might happen. You might lose a card, and that way you have a backup. It's always important to have a backup. Those are some of the most important tips I can embark on you. Now, if you're wondering where I have been, I've been to Germany, France, Switzerland, Netherlands, Nepal, Afghanistan, Costa Rica, Mexico. I've been around Canada, if you want to count that. I mean, it's not exotic or anything, but yeah, I've been to a couple countries, and then 47 states within this country alone. So I do a lot of traveling. Traveling is all I really do. So yeah. Now, if you're traveling within state, within the United States, that's a different story. But that's for another video. I hope you guys liked this video, and I hope it helped you out. And just be prepared, because you don't want to be caught without a secondary funding source. I can't stress that enough. You do not want to be caught overseas with no money. It is not a place you want to be. So, have a good day, guys, and maybe I'll make another video if I give a shit.